Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks, and this is part two. This time we're going to get rid of these, and if you didn't watch part one, you really need to watch it. This has rounded corners. The only problem is that little bit of rounded corner, because it's on the outside of the box, is going to leave a little bit of a hole, and it's really hard to adjust it. So we're going to be able to adjust it. If you look right here, it's 260 nodes total. So if you remember from the first video, I'm going to delete that one. I made a copy of it. And we're going to mirror this one because I like working up. So now what we need to do is take a 2-point line. We've already made it 6 millimeters, but we're going to go right to that edge, to that node. Now we're going to change our nudge factor to 3 millimeters. We're going to grab that line and nudge it down. And what that did, now I can take the Smart Fill tool and fill that in and then move it. And now left click, right click on our outline. Now we have 3 millimeter joints, but we got rid of all those curved lines. And we look closer. Whoop, don't want to do that. Now we have good square lines. So then all you have to do is take your shape tool and grab just the top nodes and right there, and then nudge them up. Now we have good clean corners, good clean 6 millimeter thickness of the wood. Well, I must not measure very good. Only 5.92. Let me back up here. That might have something to do with those nudge lines or those rounded lines. So what we can do, let's measure it one more time. Take the parallel dimension tool. Well, we're 0.08 off. So let's go 0.08. And then let's do the same thing. Grab all our nodes. And when you're zoomed in, you'll be able to see it better. And a lot of times it would be a lot easier just to start over. But we nudged them up just that little bit. Now let's measure. Now we have 6 millimeters, which is the thickness of our wood. Now the good thing about it, all you have to do is do 2 more joints and this one is done. So, well, we've got those rounded corners on there. So I guess you're going to have to do the same thing. Let's change our nudge factor back to 3. And take a 2-point line and go from that node to that node and nudge it over, deleting. I want to make sure I'm right. Well, we'd actually have to take a line. This is going to be a little difficult. Well, what we can do is go ahead and take our line and put it there. And then we can take our line and make it however thick you want that line to, or however long. I need to grab just the line. And you see it's 10 millimeters, so let's make it 30. Well, let's make it 60. There we go. And now we can nudge it over our 3 millimeters. And you'd want to do the same to both ends. So you could actually take that line and hit the plus key and put it right there and nudge it over. Now we can take the Smart Fill tool and fill that in and nudge it down. Now we can left click, right click, and now we got rid of those rounded corners. So then all you have to do is take these 2 nodes, and let's change our nudge factor back to 3, which it is, grab those 2 nodes and move them over. And do the same thing on that end. So now, and I would always, measure it again, make sure we did it right. Parallel dimension tool from that node to that node is 6 millimeters. So there's one of them. And then all you have to do is you can get rid of all this stuff. Get rid of these lines. And then just Control D or hit the plus key in your keyboard. And now you have these two pieces. And then basically you do the same thing here. I'm going to make one more video because this thing is equal in all directions. I think we might be able to fix it a little easier. I mean, so on the side handles, you're going to do the exact same thing we did. I would actually take them and rotate them 90 degrees. Ran off my mouse pad. Because, well, you would need to, what we could do is take the Smart Fill tool and fill that in. Now these pieces are going to be together. Left click fill, right click hairline, and rotate them 90 degrees. And now you see that that thing is, just go ahead and delete that one. Go ahead and delete this one. And then take this and just do the exact same thing we did. We're just trying to get rid of those rounded corners. So you draw a line. Now this one, yeah, it's going to be exactly the same as the others, the long side. But on this one, I think I can make a shortcut. We'll see if it works. So maybe stay tuned for part 3. Hope that helped. Thank you for watching.